Hello and thank you so much for joining me today. So you're joining me on snowy Dartmoor, and yeah, it's really nice up here at the moment. It's a really nice layering of snow. It's about -2, so it's quite cold. We do have a nice cloud going on here though. I don't know what the cloud type is, but it's a really nice cloud that's just low level, so it could make interesting images. When I first got here, it was literally that you couldn't see. It was complete whiteout. But it's actually gotten a bit better. So I'm going to try and get a couple of shots today, hopefully Haytor if I can get to it without too many people in, and a few of the leading lines using the walls that are in the look scattered across the landscape. They've got a nice little smattering of snow across the top of them. So that's my plan. So let's roll that snowy epic B-roll. First shot, what do you reckon to this? Car's just here, but you've got this beautiful leading line going all the way up through this wall. Foreground element of some rocks and a tor in the background up there. Let's give that a shot and see what that looks like. Right, I've set up my shot. I'm not overly happy. It's so hard to see this, but the composition I've got, I'll show you in a second. Obviously, I'll put it up on the screen. So I've got a 500th of a second, f9.5 ISO 100. The composition, I've got these rocks here, and then this wall sort of leading you in from the right, and then the leading line of the rocks going all the way up with the tor in the background. And what I wanted to but just quickly show you is this thing here. It's so bright out here. The sun's really bright. The whites of the snow is really bright, and I'm finding it hard just to see the back of that screen. So I've got this little clip that clips onto cameras. Trying to get it up on the back of the screen so I can see whether you can actually see that or not, but I'm struggling to see this screen so much. It's a bit hard to see. I don't know if it shows on the screen, but consider one of these. It's a magnifier, so it shows you can actually see your shot. You can obviously get the idea of whether it's in focus or not, but also helps you see, takes that glare off. When it's so bright like this, you just can't see, and the last thing you want to do is get home and then find out all your shots were the wrong because of the wrong composition. My only issue with this shot, I quite like the shot, but I'm not happy with the composition because of this shadow here. It just doesn't work. I think I'm not happy with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move down just to the wall here, maybe see about this bush, or just start at the wall and take a shot there. So a nice simple composition over this side now. So you've got the sun's here, so it's blowing out the image. You've got the wall coming in, but I've also got these footpaths as a leading line. So these footpaths just lead you down to the gate, and the wall leads you round to the back of the image. And yeah, I think it's all right. It'll do. It's not the greatest of compositions, but I quite like it to start me off. I've said it before in a video, obviously take your shots from far away, so even if it's not the composition you want, before I walk up through the scene and get the footprints all through the snow, take a shot here, because you might find that you actually want one here in the long run, and then you've got footprints going up through you. Obviously we've got some already, but yeah, always get your shots from far off first and then work your way into the image. So yeah, this thing, this is from my videography. So when I do videography, I use this. So it used to, not anymore, but I had a rig built up with the camera attached to it, and then this would stick to the camera so you could use it as a proper video camera, but I don't use it anymore. So I've adapted it to work for my photography. So yeah, awesome. playing about with compositions here. My battery's about to die on both the GoPro and the camera. I'm going to chuck a couple of images up on the screen, so roughly around 9.5, ISO 100, roughly about 500th of a second. And I'm just playing portrait and landscape, just using this wall as a leading line. I've just come portrait, just to try and eliminate that big bright spot of the sun, but I'm not sure whether I like it or not. I might move in a little bit closer in a minute, and if I do, I'll pop that image up on the screen as well, and then I'm going to change all my batteries over. The cold just zaps them really quick, so I have bought spares though, so we're all good. So yeah, I'm going to take that image, I'll pop them up on the screen. I'll pop a few up because I've taken a couple of different compositions here, and I'll pop them up on the screen. Let me know which one you think's the best one in the comments. Right, so I'm going to head up to, I think just up here, over here this way, is Bone Hill Rocks. So I'm going to head up that way and see what compositions are up there. I haven't actually got far, and just noticed these two tors in the background here. But it's not the tors that are drawing my attention, it's these mounds of snow where the heather's underneath. Every so often the sun shines on it and you get all these lovely shadows coming off of it. So I'm thinking a 16:9 crop on that might make a good image if the sun comes out. So I'm going to set up for that quickly. Lovely, just a bit of sun coming through right now, look. Look at that. Whether it works or not is a completely different thing. So 500th of a second, f9.5 ISO 100. I'll pop that image up on the screen. Okay, so this may be my last vlog ever. I've been up here for about 4 days now. I don't know my way off the moors. It's just oh, there's my glasses. Oh, never mind, 4 hours. I couldn't quite see. I've just come to the top of this tor, and yeah, it's quite interesting. There's a few nice tors that's got a bit of rocks on, smattering of rocks on, smattering of snow on. But I really want to get the Haytor shot, and I've just taken my camera out the bag. I've put the new battery in down the bottom, and it was a full battery, and I've just got to the top and it's on half power already. So I've taken just a couple of quick handheld shots. Not talking you through the compositions and whatnot. I don't think they're going to be that great, but I'm going to head back down and get to Haytor because I really want to get the iconic Haytor rock in the snow shot that everybody gets, and yeah, see whether I can get a nice image doing that before all my battery power goes. So I'm going to head back down, and I will see you in a second. Heading up the back way to Haytor. We are midday now, and the snow's melting off the tors, unfortunately. There's still snow on the ground, but I think it's probably not going to look the greatest because the amount of people that are up here. The car parks are packed. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm going to see if I can get an image anyway, and head on home and get warm because my feet are soaked, absolutely soaked. Come back down off that tall and kept going through bogs, soaking wet feet because you can't see it because of the snow. So yeah, do carry a spare pair of boots in my bag, but I took them out for my Cornwall trip and haven't put them back in yet. Genius. Right, I'm like bloody Bambi on ice walking up here, and then you've got people that can do that. I don't understand it. I can barely walk, let alone run. So I'm going to go for this shot here. This is one I like because it's from the back. It's not the classic shot everyone takes. I'm going for the foreground being the snow, obviously, with the shadows. The Haytor rock being the sort of background because it's not that far away, but then the sky being the background mainly. So that's the shot. I'm going to set it up and yeah, hopefully it's going to be a nice one. I am a little bit concerned for my camera at the moment because here you've got where your intervalometer goes. There's normally a little rubber bit here, and mine's come off, so it is no longer weather sealed. So I don't know how long it's going to last, but I used to take quite advantage of the weather sealing. Not to the extreme. Well, I suppose to the extreme. Yeah, I used to just trust the gear worked, but now I'm going to have to be a little bit more cautious until I either find a solution for this or get a new camera. I guess the solution could be just put something in there, a bit of blue tack possibly. I don't know whether that would fit in there, or find something that I can mould the gap. Just getting it out again when I want to use the intervalometer is going to be the problem. So yeah, there we go. I suppose all good things come to an end. I've had it since 2016, 2017 when it first came out, so it's had a good run. So yeah. Right, so shot is all set up. I've gone for the ground. The foreground is that's a crow making a load of noise. So the foreground dominating the image because it's the snow. It's the shot I want. I come full of snow specifically. You've got Haytor rock here on the top left third, and then the sky just taking up over a quarter of the image. I'm focusing on the rock itself because that's what I want in focus. I'm not worried about too much whether the snow is out of focus. It should be okay. I've got a couple of people there for scale look. Perfect. And I'll pop that image up on the screen. So settings are 350th of a second, f9.5, ISO 100. It's roughly about middle of the road for the exposure. It could overexpose for the shadows, but I'm not going to in this situation because I like it where it is. And I'll pop that up on the screen. Going to head around the front of the rock and just see what that compositionally looks like. I think snow's probably melted off the front by now, but we'll have a look. Right, so I've come pretty much straight onto the rock. See what image that gives me, and compositionally it's okay. I'm not overly struck on this one, to be honest. A little bit of snow going on around the rock, and then the rock itself with no snow on. So it's not the greatest, but I'll grab that image anyway. It's the I've got the 24-105 on, 350th of a second, f9.5, ISO 100, and I'm on 24mm. So I will take that image and I will pop it up on the screen. Right, same composition almost. I've just moved the camera, so I've just moved so the rock's on the third, and it's just letting you look this way, so it's pointing that way almost. We've got the snow here, and it's much better. I think it's better background and with the clouds and the snow that's in the back. So yeah, that's the final image. I will pop that up on the screen. Just decided to pack up, come back to the car. Call it a day for this video, especially because it's coming back down the slope, and I was thinking to myself, I know, rather stupidly, oh, been out in the snow for 4 hours, I haven't fallen over once. Guess what happened? Yeah, I fell over twisted my back, completely pulled my back, so my back's in agony now. Twisted my ankle, yeah, went right over on my backside. Yes, completely soaked. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I really do appreciate that. Hopefully the images were good and you enjoyed my company. It just leaves me to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you maybe in about 6 months when my back's better, but I'll catch you on the next one.